Hello, Chunky. It's the voice of reason for a Thursday, live across the world. It's Alex Belfield with the news that's edited, because you can't have free speech here. Can't say what I really think, but I can at alexbelfield.com. Each morning we bring you 30 minutes of the top 50 stories where I can say anything behind our Donald Trump-sized wall. We like it. 3 hours of news a week and 3 hours of phone-in at alexbelfield.com. What have we got for you this week then? Well, the chickens are coming home to roost, and it now seems all those little businesses, those fake businesses I told you about during COVID that set up in their garages and their mother's back bedrooms are being closed. Piff, paff, poof. All those free bits of money given by Boris are now disappearing. Little wishy-washy. Oh yes, it's going so well for him. Apparently Les Trust is 34 points ahead. Why are we going to get her as the next Prime Minister of the United Kingdom? Because she can answer the simple question, what is a woman? And as we know, fufu intactus is the most important thing in 2022, because if you haven't got that, you end up in a woman's prison getting lady stupping up the duff, up trap 2 in the stinken stonken klinken plonken. Anyway, that's not why you called. So all this money's disappeared then. We talk about that this morning, as well as another pedo at the BBC, this time in Manchester. How interesting. Greater Manchester Police were looking into Oldham yesterday. More child exploitation and grooming going on. This isn't historical, by the way. We need to keep our eye on Telford, don't we, Tommy? Thank you to the angels of our society who are still trying to protect children. As we look to my giraffe here, sent to me by the governess of Wanda, next to him is a little lady on her knees. I'm surprised she hasn't got her hands over her eyes at the same time. Thank you for showing us, Darwin. The Wandan situation goes from bad to worse. We've now got 104,000 Ukrainians living here, 10,000 Afghans on the way, and 50 to 60,000 different dinghy divers being processed in various five-star hotels, including the Ritz, Carlton, and of course the Savoy. These people come here with the pretense that they need salvation. Some of them, though, pretend to be 8-year-old boys when they're in fact married to a lady called Gladys. We brought you that story yesterday. It seems to me there's no common sense anymore at the point the Met Police, when they're not raping and murdering women, are auditioning for Porn Idol in gay clubs in London. And as I mentioned to you at the weekend, as we know, the monkeypox is not going to affect your Auntie Fanny or your granny. It's mostly 98% people who are on the other bus. Ticket up trap 2, and indeed 41% HIV positive, which is an extraordinary bit of data that has not been broadcast anywhere on the mainstream media. What I do see on the media is the exploitation of baby Archie's mum, who is being used for ratings to profit people like ITV and Sky. All these people who are interviewing her somehow enjoying her grief, which is disgusting. I saw a little bit of that Vardy interview last night, who is, well, one of the least likeable people I think I've ever seen on TV interviewed. And I don't believe her either. She's blaming the judge. Well, I think that Colleen Rooney stitched her up like a kipper to expose the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. And now self-flagellation, boo-hooing and playing the victim won't work. I don't believe a word she says. Neither did the judge. Very interesting times. Okay, let's play you the best of the news from the last week. We can't do the full news. We do 30 minutes every morning, 3 hours a week, 6 days a week. I bring you the 50 top stories where I can say anything. We can't do it here because, as you know, saboteurs at places like the Times phone up the press office and have us closed down for telling the truth and having an opinion, free speech. I'm fighting for free speech, and I'll never shut up until they force me. So here's what the kind of thing we talk about on a morning basis, 6 a.m. at alexbelfield.com. The best of the news from last week. Press the button, Tarquin. They haven't even got time to smile, though your heart is aching, smile. Even though it's breaking, you're a namby-pamby, pinko liberal Guardian reader. You are like Nagamanchashi eating oysters. Yes, you are, my lovey. Go and stick your head right up your arse. Then flush it down the toilet. That was a song written by Charlie Chaplin called Smile You Miserable Cunts. You know, again, it just underscores the scum-sucking pond life within the authorities who will do anything to cover up the stink of their own shite. I don't know about a cycle license. I think a tag around their throats so that we know exactly what's going on would help identify who these people are. They're now offering £1 dinners to children at Asda if you shop there with no minimum spend from the adult. So basically, Asda are becoming a food bank. Do you realise what's going on in this country? Asda are basically a food bank to families who can't afford to feed their kids. And who are Asda owned by? The Americans. Yes, Walmart, isn't it? The Chinese, though, they've got lovely airlines, and they've even got rockets that are about to come hurtling to land anytime this weekend. What goes up must come down, like my man sausage. I tell that to the current Mrs. Belfield on a regular basis. 4 cases. 4 cases. Not life-threatening. This is unbelievable. Fuck you, I'm not singing Darling, I wanna come home. Trans men are chest feeding. No, they're fucking not. Impossible. Tits of ladies give milk. Men's tits, no milk. So there's no such thing as chest feeding. Grow up, get a life, and get out of mine. 104,000. Now let me tell you what that means. That means doctors and hospitals are going to have to take care of 104,000 people extra, on top of the 400 dinghy divers who arrived yesterday. Of that 104,000, how many are children? I suspect probably nearly half, if not more, because we know it was only women and children who came. So there could be 60, 70,000 probably kids now in our schools on top of the already stretched system that couldn't cope before. Irony, file under comedy. Stick that in your pipe and smoke it. I bet they had a lovely time there, singing all those aga-do-do-do, push pineapple, shake a tree, aga-do-do-do, ah-da-da-da-dee-da-da, to the left, to the right, we're going to keep going to the right, 'cause the left, full of Keir, has got Diane Abbott's dynamite in her bra. This is not going very well. I like this idea. Look at this island, you can buy it. The idea that you could just for a little while be completely remote and not have to put up with the bullshit of 2022 and all the crap that goes on around us. I think this is wonderful. Why don't we buy it for the voice of reason? We could chip in and we could have a day a year where we could just be by ourselves as complete honorists. We could just do self-touching. Nobody would see for miles. I mean, there might be the odd masked millionaire who drives his yacht into your island occasionally, but don't worry, they won't survive. Yes, well, it's not exactly breaking news, is it? No shit, Sherlock. Sleep is really what we all need. I think we can all agree that, can't we? Les, I quite like. Little Elizabeth of Truss. She is the lady who says women are women and women need to be protected. And for that, we like her because she's standing up to this bollocks. We need to stop this notion that women are now irrelevant and overtaken by men with penis pretending to be women. Rishi, on the other hand, is the billionaire's husband, who's as much use as a chocolate teapot. And you have your life like a candle in the wind. I don't know what to tell you anymore.